Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 21st. Close of Cancer season, the beginning of Leo season. We'll use the Angel Tarot by Doreen, Virtue, and Radleigh, Valentine. Continuing to enjoy the interaction and the blessings of Jupiter at 4 degrees Leo, Gemini, 4th degree is where Uranus is. Those planets are direct. And the insights of Neptune at 4 degrees Aries, another fire sign, and another air sign, Aquarius, is where Pluto is at 4 degrees. Insight, change, transformation about the way we think, about the way we utilize curiosity. We belong being curious about our world, how to use that curiosity to transform our world. Gemini is the mind, the day-to-day logical mind, how we interact daily in our communications. How can we use that to transform our world in a way that is true to the heart, in a way that informs our actions, First card to come out, the Hermit. Meditation. Shining the light no matter what. Using this is your own personal light to illuminate. Yeah. Using the fire of Aries, and this is Neptune in retrograde in Aries. Engaging with all of these, the fours are personal numbers. The first decan, anything from 0 to 10 is something, 0 to 9 really, is really our personal stuff. So all of these are at 4. So these are all how we can reconstruct that personally and affect those changes in our world. Because really it's the internal world is all that ever matters. I mean, if we get things, the viewpoint straight in here, the viewpoint outwardly is different. It completely affects it. It completely affects the way we engage. So that is going to affect the changes that we want to see. I saw a quote by Eckhart Tolle. What you're not getting from the world is what you're not putting in the world. What are you putting into your internal world? What's the mind talk? What's the mind chatter? Is the mind full? Are you being mindful? What's your mind full of? 3 of Water. Again, this card has come up quite a bit lately. The 3 of Cups. Celebration of life around us, the people around us, engaging with the people around us in a celebratory and loving manner. Nine of Fire. This one has come up a lot too. Standing your ground. Continuing to show up to the job no matter what, even if it's a small task. And imbuing it with love. And we have another, so these two are major arcanas. So bookending the reading, we have the Star Archangel Jophiel. Um, um, the Hermit card is typically a card of Virgo. Again, again, what are the practical thing, the small practical things that we can do to ensure that we are being the star? We can only shoot for the stars. We can only go for the stars if we are coming to things with clear intentions, clearing out, the codependent agendas that we have in order to actually be of real and true service to one another, in real true service, in real celebration of one another. Continuing to show up with integrity. The Star card, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. You're on the right path when we are working in balance. Remember, the Star card is an individual who has a foot on the land and the foot on the water, and they're balancing out the water. The emotional balance is struck when we are using our curiosity in a way to discern what's my agenda? What am I trying to get? Why am I in this to begin with? What am I doing? And coming at that with an attitude of curiosity. The Judgment card isn't here. This is a card that invites balance, that invites introspection. But getting clear and straight before we go out into the world, getting clear and straight about what it is that we are doing helps us be of accurate and balanced service. It keeps our vibes good. This is a card of Aquarius. So keeps the vibes right. Keeps us moving toward the vibes that we want. And if we, find that we're a little off kilter, that's a moment to come back in, reflect. These are overarching themes. So we can show up to the small tasks that we're doing with and treat the small things as though we were on, to show up as a star in every little thing that we do. To treat other people, to celebrate those around us and what's going on with them, and to be of service in order to help support other people to elevate to the stars. Getting grounded in your own self, continuing to burn that light bright within on the small scale, even in the dark of night. Even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, every small thing that we're doing is showing a light. This is a Wands card. She's also shining a light. You're on there. And so again, this is something, protect that which you've created. Have courage. Believe in yourself. There's no need to fear. I had a conversation with somebody last night about, it was about God's Spirit wants, and this came up in yesterday's reading, God's Spirit wants our engagement in the right measure. Getting clear on that. Let's engage with one another in the right measure. Be authentic, be yourself. Be authentic, be yourself. That's another attribute of this card. And go in fearlessly. Usually the person in this card in a different tarot deck would be naked. So going in authentically, being, and also I was thinking about the Judgment card this morning, coming up naked, like coming up fresh and new every day, being innovative in order to reach for the stars. It's another characteristic of Uranus, being innovative in order, looking at things again with curiosity rather than judgment. using our mental powers in a way that we're curious about one another, curious about ourselves, about the ways that we interact with one another. What makes us then, turn this card upside down and maybe get defensive? And in those moments of being defensive, do I need to be defensive, or can I be more celebratory and recognize that I'm a star, so is everybody else? It doesn't matter whether it's a small task that I'm doing. Even if it's a small star in the sky, it still sparkles. All right, go, sparkle, enjoy the day. That's what we're here to do. I love you. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.